One of the most important character traits as a trader, and something that will completely change the way you view the world and engage with the world. This is what we're going to discuss in today's video or podcast. So hello, welcome back, and this is something that is really near and dear to my heart. I talked about this in my last video. I talked about it in our masterclass today with a student. I talked about this on my Instagram, and I've also talked about this in a previous video where I talked about the book Untethered Soul from Michael Singer. It's going to be written here or maybe here. I really highly recommend it, and the focus or the idea is that you need to get away from stressing and upsetting and losing all your energy when you focus or you stress about the things that you cannot control, and you shift your focus on the things that you can control, and you also shift your perspective on how you view and interpret the things that you can control. It's really, really important. Very often in our daily lives, and it's not only trading related, very often in our daily lives we encounter situations where the idea or the situation is less than perfect. You're frustrated and it's causing you anxiety or just upset, but it feels like that we can't do anything about it. For example, when you're standing in the grocery checkout line and the old lady in front of you is taking so much time, of course this is annoying. Of course you would really like to push her out of the way and just get done, because your life is just so important, right? But obviously you can't do anything about it. However, you can shift your focus, you can shift on the fact, and you can think about it. How awesome is it that you don't have to go out in the woods to hunt your food? In a house, you just need to get there, you give them your money and you have your food. That's amazing. Or you just put in a podcast and use this time wisely. Or how often does it happen to me? I go out with my dog and then suddenly it starts to rain and I get wet. My dog is upset because she doesn't like to get wet, and everybody's just not happy. However, you could also rephrase this and see and think about how amazing is it that there's water falling out of the sky that is nourishing the world, that is providing you with the food, and that's delivering and bringing everything to life. Obviously, it's going to really transform the way you look at the world, at the rain, at whatever. And the things that stress you are not going to be as scary anymore or as worrisome. How often have I seen people when I was flying that were stressing out about the Wi-Fi being too slow on an airplane. However, they completely neglect the fact that they are flying across the world in an iron thing and they are getting to their destination in record speed. How awesome is that? This wasn't possible 50 or 100 years ago. Now you can fly anywhere with a very, very tight budget and very low cost. Or how often have you been stuck in a traffic jam and the person in front of you is just not driving fast enough, and he's driving and stopping and it's really annoying and you are getting upset and angry? Obviously, what can you do about it? You pull out the driver in front of you, you give him a good lecture, you hit the car in front of you. Those are your options, but obviously they're not great. But you could also just turn on a good podcast, you could turn on your audiobook, you sit back, you relax, you understand there's nothing that you can do. You're just stuck here for this period of time. It's out of your hand how long this traffic jam is going to last, but you can use this time productively. You can use this time to relax, to sit back, to learn something, to inspire yourself. And this is really, really, really important that you understand that this is all in your hands. It's at your fingertips at any point in time that you can shift your focus. And at the beginning, obviously, it will feel strange because you're not used to it. You're still angry, you're still upset about the old lady, you're upset about the woman driving in front of you, you're upset about the rain or whatever. But over time, you will see that it's out of your control, you can't do anything about it, you are stuck in the situation, and you just have to make the best out of it. And you can make the best out of it. This is what is in your control. This is totally 100% in your hands. And this also applies to trading. Many traders worry and stress and try to control the things that they can't control. What are those? There are the things such as how much percentage do you make every month, how many trades do you get, how do those trades play out, and all of those things. Is the price going up and down? How fast is it going up and down? You can't do anything about this. And it's not even your job as a trader. Your job as a trader is to follow your rules, to manage your risk, to keep optimizing yourself and your strategy, and that's it. Follow the plan. That's all you can do as a trader, and everything else is out of your control. It's really, really important to understand that this is the way the market and trading and the world behaves. It's really important. It's also very empowering because you will realize that, okay, I am in the driver's seat, and I can be in the driver's seat if I just take full responsibility for everything that happens and for my actions and behaviors. It's really important. It's so empowering. I don't want to make this video much longer than it needs to be because this is such an important message. It can change everything, the way you look at charts, the way you look at yourself, at your life, at your situations. And I really encourage you to bring this practice of just becoming more aware of the things that you can and can't control, and how do you make the best out of situations where you're just stuck in. It's really important. Bring it from your daily life, or first of all, establish it in your daily life, and then slowly but surely it will leap into your trading as well. Because how you do one thing is how you do all things, and this is really important. It's true for trading, it's true for everything. So let me know in the comments, does this make sense? Where do you see this example? And let's also maybe give our fellow traders who are reading the comments some inspirations. What are the practices and things that you do when you are stuck in a situation where you just don't find a way out? What are the things that you do to stay positive, productive, and just enjoy the moment? Let me know. I love reading your comments. Until the next time, happy trading.